All right, guys. Hey, welcome to episode number 1 of the Lighthouse podcast. This is, I'm Colin. This is Elijah and Angel, and we just wanted to take a second to talk to you guys. They want to take a second to talk to you guys about why we're doing this podcast. Why did you guys want to start this podcast?
I mean, we wanted to start this podcast. It originally started with, in the middle of the night, me, just sitting out thinking, and I was like, why not do a podcast, And
Just random idea.
Totally wasn't praying about it. And
hopefully you were praying about it.
I was praying about it. God presented it to me.
God,
and
vision.
Call Elijah, and Elijah said that's a great idea. I was thinking the same thing. I was about to call you. Let's do it. All right, cool. Planned it for about a week or two, and
yeah,
I finally got tired of not getting hardly anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to talk to Colin, and here we are.
Nice.
Look at that.
Now
That's how it started.
Right
Always away.
Always away.
Especially-
So tell me. Sorry to interrupt you.
I'll
I
go
think it was
crazy.
like 2 in the morning.
Tell me, late at night. I like it. Tell me, what did you guys want to accomplish with this podcast?
Honestly,
I mean, just bring people closer to God, influencing people
Mm-hmm.
more.
Helping people know Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Helping
Yeah.
people know Jesus and shine light on relevant topics today and how that relates to God's word.
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we can basically what I've been saying in my prayers, shine a light on every shadow.
Mm.
There's a lot. This world is a big shadow.
Key the lighthouse, right? That's
Yeah,
why you called it
exactly.
lighthouse.
That's why we called it the lighthouse, because the lighthouse is supposed to guide ships in the darkness to keep them from
In the rocks.
hitting the rocks.
And what is it that guides us from hitting things?
the light,
Which
Light.
is
the lighthouse, God.
God. Yeah, God's
God
word,
is word,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're the ships, and the rocks are
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
world.
and so what you guys are saying, just I hear you guys saying, is that the goal is that we would talk about relevant things that's going on in a high school student's world. Yeah.
Right.
You guys are both high school students.
Of course, yes.
So relevant topics or things that are going on in the world and how we can find truth about those things in God's word. Yes?
Right.
Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
So every episode, what is the goal of every episode? What are we going to do?
Like Angel said, to influence you, the viewer, to
Or listener,
grow,
I guess.
to grow in God's word and to pursue Him and live a peaceful life.
Yeah. So we're gonna find a relevant issue thing going on, right? Something happening in our world or thing right now, your world, whatever. And then we're gonna go to God's word.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Let's see what
Super
His
simple.
word says about it and how we can have peace through that.
That's good. Yeah.
And in order to accomplish that, we gotta get really personal with you. We gotta we want to be raw as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Give you that comfortable feel, letting you know hey, we want this to be as relatable as possible, and that we can show you how to deal with this thing going on in life.
Yeah. I like how you said, Elijah, that you the goal for this is not for us to just talk at people, but to relate and connect with people too.
Mm-hmm.
And right, I mean, you would say the same thing.
I'd say the same thing.
Yeah. That we want people you guys as the people who are kind of spearheading this is your thing, right? You, by the way, they just kind of brought me in as someone to just help out, so I'm just here going along for the ride. They're
Shout out to Colin.
they're
He's
the
been
they're
helping
the
us out really good. And
they're the
Joseph.
ones kind of doing it, but the goal, right, is for you guys you want people to throw out questions, right? So if you're watching on YouTube, throw it in the comments. If you
anything.
are listening, text one of us or call one of us or comment and find us on Instagram. You have an Instagram?
We
Yes.
have an Instagram.
The Lighthouse. Follow us on the Lighthouse.
On
On
Instagram.
Instagram.
The
on
Lighthouse on
Lighthouse.
Instagram.
The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse. Lighthouse_12.
Yeah. But actually, there's a reason why we have 12 in the lighthouse.
What's the reason?
12 disciples.
12 disciples. Nice.
Yes, sir.
And we're making disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Nice. I like it. Well, guys, thanks for what you guys are doing and your guys' commitment to helping people grow and love Jesus. And thanks for watching. We're hoping that this is something that encourages people, right? That points people to Jesus, that points people to God's word, so that we can find truth and we can find light in things that are hard sometimes, things that are crazy, things that just seem stupid sometimes, right? And so, yeah.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Got it. All right. Well, thanks guys for joining. We just wanted to let you know kind of what this is about, and hope that you would subscribe. You can find us on YouTube or
Yes, sir.
other
YouTube,
podcast places,
Where will the
Spotify.
videos be at?
YouTube will be on the North Point HSM. Something's vibrating. The North Point HSM. No, sorry, North Point. It's the North Point Student Ministry. YouTube. You can find us there, or you can find us on we have a lighthouse like Spotify and all those things. So
Follow us on Instagram, and we'll put a link in the bio.
You'll
That way
find
you
it
guys
there.
can
Yeah.
Find it there.
Well, I'll be setting up like a link to have multiple links on there, so you'll
There you
have
go.
access to everything.
there you go. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later.
See you guys.